This goes into why we cannot trust the media and celebrities when it comes to politics. I'm sorry, because for them, many of them, and I'm pretty sure some good ones that really mean well, that's their beliefs, and you have a right to believe what you want. But these are business deals. That's why a lot of these politicians, mostly on the federal level, they pay these politicians, the Oprahs, millions of dollars to them or their companies or their shell companies to endorse them because they are people that have an audience. They have they are what are known are mass community. They have access to mass communication. And the rule number one in the first rule, I don't say the rule of politics, but one thing about politicians is you want the people that got mass audiences on your side. I personally don't trust no celebrity when they say vote for this person or that person because I don't truly believe they got my best interests at heart.
A celebrity can't do anything but be ideological. They're voting for an idea. They're not voting for anything in practice because you can't compare the job I'm doing from one day to the next, right, year after year, to the money that celebrities make. There's no comparison there. So how can somebody who's making that type of money truly and honestly sympathize with somebody at a much lower economic level? You're voting for ideas, right? I can't. What hardship has George Clooney gone through, right? How can George Clooney relate to where I came from? There's no relationships there. So trusting these actors to tell you, in my opinion, Anthony, and on both sides. Now, I will say this: I do think the Republican Party is a bit more genuine than the Democrat Party. I will say that, but on both sides, you got actors on both sides.
Both sides.
But these Hollywood actors is where the Stephen Colbert's and, like I said, the George Clooney's. This is where I think you lose me because what about somebody like Joe Rogan, who's got mass communication, who's got the ability to communicate to masses of people, but he doesn't share that same Hollywood celebrity mentality.
Absolutely. When it comes to politics, I do not value Hollywood's opinion at all. They could say vote for it don't matter who it is. I'm not listening to them. Hollywood, they got a lot of creeps in Hollywood. I don't want to dive into that.
We'll get back on that one.
But we're gonna get to the Hollywood creeps. But a lot of those people in Hollywood, man, I believe they doing some unmoral things.
We know what's going on in Hollywood. We can see that. We can see that with Puffy Combs, right? We can see that with Sean Puffy Combs. What's really going on in Hollywood? Because when some of those pictures start surfacing, who did you see? You see Kim Kardashian. You see all the Kardashian girls there. You see my boy Kanye. So we know what's going on in Hollywood.
Parties was packed.
And packed. You know what I'm saying? And we know what's going on there. So there can be no trust there in my regard. Not today. You can't come to me and tell me that some Hollywood celebrity, some upstanding moral person that I need to listen to. You see what I'm saying? Because it was these same dudes just telling us last year that we need to vote for Kamala Harris. Now some of y'all, I know you want to support her because she quote unquote black and da. But if you look at her record as a district attorney, you see what I'm saying? She had a record that was replete with being absolutely tough on black men. So you can't just all of a sudden turn around and put some Hollywood actor over somebody and tell me and to convince me that I need to support that. Let's look at the whole record of this lady, and we'll see. She had no love for black men, but now all of a sudden we're supposed to just turn around and support her because she's quote unquote black. No, I can't really get with that though.
And I'm going to touch on one thing, the black thing. And I'm going to say this for the midterms in 2026. I'm going to say it for the 2028 election. I'm saying this a year plus in advance. Any politician that identifies as black, you better have been black all the time.
You bet from day one.
We not playing. You half black, you half this, whatever you are.
You can talk black all of a sudden.
That's what you are. Like I said, I love every human being. I ain't got a racist soul in my body. I don't care if you're white, black, brown, Indian, Asian, Japanese, Chinese, whatever. Just be that. But don't be, oh yeah, I'm with my Chinese friends, I'm Chinese. I'm with my black friends, I'm
Black today.
My
I'm
Italian
with my
friends,
white homie, so I'm white today. Nah,
I'm
man.
Italian, or now I'm mixed. My thing, and I'm gonna say this: whatever you are, say that's what you are all the time.
Absolutely.
That's all I want to
Be
stress.
genuine, man. Be authentic, man. Be authentic. And that's the problem. You know, and truthfully, that's is the problem I think Democrats are having on a much broader scale is they just don't seem authentic. And then you're looking, I think voters are looking at the Democratic Party and they're seeing a party that is clearly putting the welfare of illegal immigrants before the welfare of American citizens. And it doesn't matter what you say and how much you smile and who you go hire, what studio you build to make it look like you know, with these everyday issues, man, the Democrats are losing on.
Yeah, I mean, people see, and everybody's not poor. I mean, and then people just see the insults. What was it? Chuck Schumer just said, voter ID. Poor people and black people won't be able to vote.
Right.
I
don't need you to speak for me.
let me just say, what ID? And I don't want to go off the topic, but we know how to get an ID, but we the ones that know how to get a fake ID if we need one.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
okay, but we can also go down to the DMV and do it legally.